Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I'm going to be showing us and sharing with us the 10 basic things we need to start up a Chinchin business from home, and also how much you will need in case you want to venture into this business, as well as how to get your first order. So these are the tools I used in starting up my own Chinchin business from home, and I would like to say that I was a stay-at-home mom for over 6 months, and at the time I had to just look for what to do, and Chinchin business was easier for me to start because I had everything. It wasn't something I need to go out of my way to buy so much for to start up. And I would like to say that if you are at that point in time where you are looking for something to do, something easy to start, Chinchin business is one of them, especially on a low scale, and it's a profitable business. And I also want to say it's a business that you can always grow with or grow in, like replacing or getting more tools as the time goes on. So I'm going to be sharing with us 10 basic things, and the last one, which is the 10th one, is not something you can see here on this video, and it's the most important because without it there is no Chinchin business to start with. So with that being said, let's get started. So the first thing on the list is the measuring cups and spoons, and I got a pack of it for 800 naira. They are very, very important for measurements, for your Chinchin recipe. There are a lot of Chinchin recipes online. I have for 500 gram, 1000, 2 kg, and 1000 grams or 1 kg, 2 kg. So depending on the one you want, what I'm just trying to say is that you need these cups for your measurements. So please get it. They are very, very important, especially if you're a small business owner, for measuring out your quantities to make good chinchin. So the next thing you need for bulk measurement is the weighing scale, and this is an electronic weighing scale. We also have the manual ones too, and this is used for bulk measurement, and I also use it in other things I want to weigh out, let's say for cakes and the rest of it. Please do get any of it. So the third thing are the strainers and the sieves, and use the sieves for sifting out dry ingredients, and then also the strainers for straining out oil from the chinchin after frying. I already had this before I went into the business, so I just continued using it. So that's it for this. So the next thing is the whisk and some plates. You need some plates or bowls, just to mix up some things, and you can improvise using a fork if you don't have a whisk at home, because you'll be needing it to beat your eggs or to dissolve any other thing you need to dissolve. Now to the next item, which I call very important, and that is your mixing bowl. So this mixing bowl is actually very big, and I got this recently. It's a 13-liter mixing bowl. There is a calibration by the side that shows 13-liter mark, the capacity. So I advise you get a big bowl, or a bowl that is big enough to allow you some space to work in, especially when you start making bulk or very large quantities, so it can contain everything. So the next item on the list is the hand gloves. So personally, I love using these hand gloves because it's easy to work with and helps me to keep my hands clean and not get my hands messed up with everything, especially as I'm trying to mix a whole lot of quantities, especially for customers. So please, you can get a pair or some pieces or a pack or half pack of it just for your own use. So the next item is our rolling pin, and this is a candle rolling pin. I like it because it's smooth and not sticky. I usually use it, and I'm going to be talking about the pizza cutter along with it because they go hand in hand, rolling and cutting. So that's it. So this is a pizza cutter, a medium size pizza cutter. When I started, I was making use of my knife first to cut, but along the way I had to get the pizza cutter because I noticed the difference there, because it's very easier to cut with the pizza cutter than with the knife. It gave me, it was smoother to work with. So as I said, you don't need to buy everything when you're starting up. You can start with what you have, then as you go on you get your tools. So please, if you can get your pizza cutter right away. I think I got this for 1000 naira at that time.
So that's it for this. So moving on to the next item, that will be our rolling board or our rolling surface. So this is a size 14 board I had way back in the past, and I started using it for rolling, but along the way I had to start using a table that had a larger surface to enable me work faster and effectively. That's cutting and rolling large quantities or portions at the same time, because you need to be saving time in production. So you can get yourself a 6x4 table, or just a table that is wide enough that can help you. You can use to roll out your chinchin so that you won't spend all day on just one thing. So while still on that, let me quickly add that you'll be needing some collecting trays or a pan to place your chinchin after you've finished cutting it, especially if you intend to fry after cutting. Like I usually do, I cut everything before I start frying so I can pay attention to the frying process itself. So you need to get a tray or any other collecting pan. Now to the 9th item on the list is our deep frying pan or pot or a wok. So this is a very big and deep pot I have. Don't mind me, this pot has some things, I've been using it. So you can get yourself something deep just for deep fry, because chinchin needs to be deep fried. So this pot can actually contain large quantities of oil, up to 20 liters, but that doesn't mean you need 20 liters of oil to fry. I'm just saying. So you can get yourself a wok or a pot instead, or a deep frying pan, anyone you can afford to start with. And don't forget to also get yourself a frying spoon or something you can use to scoop out your chinchin. It comes in various types and sizes. Maybe in my next video when I get it, I'm going to show you the deep ones you can use, but this is the one I've been using ever since I started. So now to the last but not the least item on the list, which I said is not visible, is not here, and which is the most important, because without it you can't have a chinchin business in the first place. And I'm talking about having a chinchin order. Now when you have a chinchin order, a client or customer orders for chinchin and pays for it, and you're making profits from it, that's when you say you are into chinchin business. So I want to talk about this because a lot of people find it difficult to be able to reach out to customers and also calculate their costs. So for the profits and the cost, I made a video separately on how to calculate profits in chinchin business and ways to package your chinchin to attract customers. Now let's say you've done your chinchin and now you need a customer. How are you going to sell out your business? How are you going to make known your business to get that chinchin order? I'm going to be sharing with you 5 ways that I use to make known my businesses to people and that actually brought me orders. And number 1 is word of mouth. Guys, do not joke with telling people directly face to face that, hey, I make chinchin for sale. In your workplace, in your churches, to your neighbors, even your family member. This can help bring you customers and get you an order. I am talking from experience, only word of mouth, and I know what I've been able to get from it. So please, because it's when people know that you're into something, they'll be able to refer you. So please do not joke with your word of mouth. Yes, as the Bible says, how would they know if they didn't hear, right? So let people know about what your business is all about, what you're into, and also as you're letting them know, also drop a contact or how they can reach you to get the products from you, please, because the advertising will not be complete without your business contacts. So that being said, you need to open up a business account or have a different phone number for your business, so that people, if you don't want people to be reaching you on your direct phone number or your own personal phone number, that is that. Number 2 is by scouting. When I mean scouting, I mean going to places you know they will need your products. For example, supermarket stores around you. That neighborhood store might be what will start selling you out, or what might get you your first order. And I want to say, while you are going, please, is either you have a picture or better still have the products at hand to show them, or even some small samples to show them. It mustn't be big, it mustn't be something that will cost you. You can bring the particular sample you want to start supplying them, because it will be much more convincing and increase your chances of getting that offer that you going empty-handed. Now, I'm not so much into encouraging you as a first timer or a beginner to start going. First of all, I use that as a method because I relocated, so I didn't really know anybody I could just spread the news to, so I really had to go to supermarkets and stores around me. But if you have the privilege of having a lot of people around you, especially in student area, then please do that then before you head out to the supermarkets, because now the supermarkets are already saturated. That's why I'm mentioning this to us, so that you won't feel frustrated. Now, number 3 is by using social media. So guys, if you're not engaging with us in our community posts, please be looking out for it, because I usually drop tips, especially when I didn't make any videos. I drop tips, I drop questions, I drop a lot of things that can help us, and answers to our comments in one way or the other there. So please try and engage in our community posts. So I'm saying that social media is something that helps you out. Create an account, a business account, where you post your work, not just the finished product. Post the process of making it. It's not to show everything, but just at least a part of it that that will be engaging to the audience. And leave your contact number there, your WhatsApp link or Facebook link, wherever, however you want them to contact you to make the order. Please leave it attached to that. It will also fetch you customers. And as you are doing that, you can also post reviews and also attach prices to the product, so that the customers already know if they're ordering or not and what they want. So that is it. And learn to also post consistently. It will also help you out a lot. Now, number 4 is by use of flyers. Now, this goes hand in hand with word of mouth, and I left it for the last because it's something that actually needs money to print. Yes, so I left it so that in case you don't have money so much to start up, you can always use the 3 I already mentioned before now. So print flyers that are attractive to the eyes. Get a good graphic designer that can help you out with it, and you can share to people, or you can put at strategic places where people will always see to contact you. So these are the 4 ways that helped me enter into the business, even in a new location, and helped fetch me orders, real orders. So that's that. So if you have any other ways apart from this, please let us know in the comment section. So finally, to the budget. So if you want to start up a Chinchin business this year, that's 2024, you'll be needing at least 15 to 20,000 naira. That's Nigerian currency. Now with this, I mean 10k to get your raw materials, at least to get the recipe for 500 grams of flour for making your chinchin, like a startup. Let's say you want to just get something small you can use to sample, and the rest of the money to get your tools, the ones you don't already have, because of the hike in the cost of things right now. So that's it for the capital. So I want to say thank you so much for listening and watching to the end. Thank you for being with me all the way. Please let me know you actually found value in this video by giving it a huge thumbs up or by giving it a like, and I really appreciate that. Also, if you haven't subscribed to join this wonderful family of ours, where we learn skills that can put extra cash into our pockets as side hustle, as our main hustle, as a stay-at-home mom, as a 9-to-5 person, please do subscribe to this channel, and I'll see you in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.